Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Clemson's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception.
Takes it the other way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll keep it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Flips it out on the screen. Got some room, head to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's McCoy. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They were able to make a quick stop.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Klubnik. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Williams.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Noles in a good spot here with second and short. This time they'll go to the running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on him if they can stop him on third down. Rushes on him. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Kick is in the air. And the punt punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Randall. At midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team has put everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Makes the grab.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Just keeps sailing close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. Buying some time as he moves left. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
And the Noles want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Complete on the shuffle. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves it with 3rd and 3. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's McCoy. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A strike downfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick strike complete. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Got the quick pass. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clemson jumps to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Blackwell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another. Right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Blackwell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, he wants it all. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Red pass, it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To the air, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Across the 25, he's got room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves.
And the pass rush is effective. And they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Rides the back on the option, the give.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Good enough for first down.
Sends it back in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Unloads to the wide out. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle, it's White. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Noles will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, there's the ball! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Noles!
And what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Clemson, 42. Florida State, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Steps away to find some room. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pick. There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're...
He's got it inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Hard running there. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal. When you have to lay out and you have to reach that football, you could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pressure coming. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Noles have this offense rolling. He'll pull it on the read. The ball pops out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a little space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And this one is perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Throwing right. He makes a catch. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.